Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. If you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. If you're a new member, could you please share, like, and subscribe to the channel? It helps other people know when they post videos. And before we get started, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey. So please do your homework first before you get started. Well, welcome to week 139 keto results, or not so much keto results. So today's topic is don't expect to see change if you don't make one, and that best describes how my week and how my month has been going. I've been really depressed about a lot of different things, and I'm trying to break out of my depression, and as a result I've been making bad food choices, and so anyhow, what I did this week for this past activity, I went walking a few times. I went up to Barrett Park in the Doyle Estate, and I had a really great daytime walking for those days. Kept it simple and didn't try to over push myself. My left hip has been acting up, and I got to get my left hip replaced, and that's coming out pretty soon. As soon as I get a surgery date next month sometime, or the first part of June. So yesterday, actually Friday, I went walking with my friend Mary over to the quarry over here in our city, and they used to do mining granite, stuff like that years ago, and anyhow I was walking back behind the open path that they did over the last year or so. It's a beautiful place. It's well marked. You can't really get lost, and so I'm walking and I'm talking to her, and just before we got over to the area above the cliff area, I told Mary to be careful, trip, and no sooner I said that, dummy me, my right foot caught a hold of a tree branch sticking out of the ground. I didn't see it, and I went flying on my left side, and I bruised my left hip area, and my left shoulder is really bothering me. I'm having a hard time raising it and stuff like that. And so when he did the charity on Friday night, and I was limping around all night long, my leg kept giving out on me. I should have had my cane with me. I got the cane in the car. I'm gonna have to start using it, whether or not I want to use it or not, until I get my hip out. But it made me realize that I was really grateful that she was there with me, because that could have really been a dangerous situation if I would have been walking, and if I would have fallen, breaking my leg or my hip, or cracked my head on a stone, or maybe a tree stub sticking out from under the leaves, and it could have punctured my side. I could have been in a bad place. So if you like going walking, try to walk with a buddy. I mean, oh my gosh. And I got on my so Friday night there, when I got home from the charity, I slept really good. I got up at 4:30, and I goes, I'm not getting up this early. So I ended up getting up about 8 o'clock, and I could hardly move, or I could hardly move Saturday morning. It's slowly getting better, but it's one of these things that goes, oh my gosh, it's a good thing I'm not working anymore, at least not right now. And so I'm just taking one day at a time. I'm very, very blessed and very, very thankful that I didn't get really seriously hurt, and that could have been a really bad situation. And so speaking of situations, so I weighed myself this morning with clothes on, and I weighed 237 ouchie pounds. And my friend Steffi, about a week ago, on one of her last few videos ago, she asked everybody if they wanted to do an egg fast with her, and I'm going to do an egg fast. Now, we have our anniversary coming up this coming Friday, and I asked Betty Ann if I could play for Bingo this Friday with my wife, if she's got enough help, and she's on board with that. And if they don't, I'll just volunteer the entire night, and just take it as it comes, and when I can play together with my wife for bingo, we'll play together. Now, bingo has been one of our favorite activities over the years, and we're down to one bingo now left in our area, and it's Friday night, and she had a good crowd. She had over 200 people, and my wife didn't win anything, but it's it's just fun. It's with friends and people that we know, and we have a good time, even though a lot of times we don't win, and it's just what it is. It's just a night out. As far as what we spend, it's whatever your budget can call for. We usually average about $30 each, and it's a cheap night out for us. And you have a chance to win $3,000 or $2,000 in the charity pull tabs if you want to waste money on the pull tabs. So that's pretty much what we like to do on Friday nights. I've been going back to the historical commission, and I'm okay with that, but I just every now and then I just need to take breaks from that from time to time too. And I'm just trying to get my life and my sanity back from all the city volunteering I was doing. It just got too much for me as usual, and I just don't want to thin myself out that thin. And so we're going to do an egg fast starting Monday, which is today when I posted the video, and my starting weight is 237. Now, I'll have the scale number below the video. If it changes, I'll have the newest scale number, good or bad. And the goal is to lose about 4 pounds, maybe 5 if I'm lucky. Eggs, butter, and cheese, that's all it is. Basically an egg fast. You can fix the eggs up any way you want, and any keto approved condiments like garlic powder, onion powder, that sort of thing. Everything else, seasoned bageling, I use that quite a bit. I plan on making an egg loaf one day, do a few hard-boiled eggs in the 5-5-5 method, some poached eggs. Maybe I'm going to film out 2 different ways of doing poached eggs. And of course the usual fried eggs and with some cheese on top, and make a cheese omelet. And yeah, so it should be pretty interesting and fun. And then when we're done the 3 to 5 day egg fast, at the end of the egg fast, then we'll slowly break off into carbs. And then I thought I'd do an experiment the following week in the beginning of the new month. I want to do a beef and butter fast, and I want to compare the 2 together to see how much weight we lost between the 2 and which one works better. And you know, that'll help us to get back into where we need to be. And because I've been noticing my clothes starting to fit a lot more tighter now, because I've been picking up some weight. And I don't like it when I eat a lot of unwanted food that I know I'm not supposed to eat. My stomach feels really, really sick, and I have that sick feeling for 2 or 3 days, and it's an awful feeling, and I don't like that feeling. But today's topic was definitely, like I said again, if you don't expect to see change if you don't make one, then that's what we're doing. We're going to make a change again, and, you know. And I've done this plenty of times when I've had bad weeks and bad months, and it's always worked for me. And as far as the egg fast or the beef and butter fast, I would suggest just to make it simple. You know, you do you, make it simple. You know, and it's not that much. Now it's recommended that if you can afford to do the organic meat and organic eggs, by all means get them. They're the better choice for us. But, you know, I stress, you do you, and if you can't afford to get that, get what you can afford and what your budget calls for. And that's what I'm doing. Now, my friend Steffi, she has a lot of great videos on the egg fast that she's done with, you know, with her and her mom, and, you know, and that sort of thing. And, you know, I'm going to have some, like I said, her link is below on the show more, and I suggest highly recommend following her channel, because she puts up a lot of great videos every week. And, you know, I know it's tough on her, you know, being a mom of 3 kids. And, you know, I don't envy anybody that has a crazy household like that. We have a crazy household right now because I got a cat, and he's a kitten. We picked him up about a month and a half ago, and so he's now January, February, March, April. He's now 4 months old, and he's definitely growing fast, and he's becoming a little lovable, stickable little, you know what, and he's getting himself into everything right now. He's on my table, he hasn't got on the counter yet, but I just expect any day now I'll be fine coming home and finding him on my counter. He hasn't figured out a way how, and I got some paper towels that I use on my desk. He hasn't figured out how they actually rip them off the paper towel roll or the toilet paper roll, but give him time. He'll wake up one morning and that'll be all over the house, always, just like my little angel was when she was a baby. But they're fun, they're very entertaining, but they're also very much in demand. So if you never had a pet before, just do your homework with that and make sure you get the right pet that's for you guys. But I absolutely love him. I'm not giving him up from what I've been told. But I would love to get him another playmate. But the problem is my rent would go up, and my rent's going to be going up with this cat. So, you know, that's the only bad thing about having a pet here, you know, and they got rules. And if I had a house, it would be a different story. I would probably get a dog and get him another cat to play with. But, you know, until that day ever happens, if it does ever happen, then I'm fine living here where we're living, because even though my rent just recently went up, the rents here in our city are outrageous, and we still fall well below the guidelines of what everybody else is paying. So I'm very, very blessed and very, very thankful that I have a place over my head that my wife and I can afford, and still have somewhat of a good quality of life and doing things that her and I like to do, which is bingo and, you know, doing activity together. But So don't forget to join me on the egg fast if you want to. If you decide to do, if you haven't done an egg fast, let me know how you did with egg fast. What some of your favorite meals were doing the egg fast, and that sort of thing. But anyways, this is Ron saying I just wanted to thank you all for joining my YouTube channel. Remember, you guys are amazing. Remember, I love you. God loves you. Have a great day, everybody.